This is China's AI-powered doctor's office. And the craziest part is there's no doctor inside. It can diagnose you in 60 seconds and dispense medicine on the spot. When you step in, you tell it your symptoms. The AI asks follow-up questions like how long you've been sick, what else you're feeling, and your medical history. Within 60 seconds, it completes a diagnosis and sends the data to a remote doctor for review. Once approved, the machine dispenses the medicine immediately. China is rolling out 1,000 of these kiosks nationwide, expected to serve around 3 million people. This is
Okay, good evening, everyone. I am super excited to be here this evening. I'm super excited to bring an amazing opportunity to your doorstep, and I hope that you are super excited to listen to what we have to offer you today. So, who am I? My name is Nkiru, like everyone knows, and I'm just like every one of us here who either has a proper 9 to 5 job, earning a salary at the end of the month, or running a business in a proper shop or online store, trying to make ends meet to provide for his family, her children, giving a better opportunity and a better lifestyle to her loved ones or his loved ones. And in the course of our, in inverted commas, hustle, we have realized that our take home is not taking us home. So we've decided to go look for other opportunities out there to help us make ends meet. And yes, of course, along the line, we have dabbled into all sorts. We dabbled onto platforms that have promised heaven and earth, but maybe ends up, running away with our money or making us lose so much than we wanted to. Some others will make a little bit of money, but the backlash will be so much, So yeah, I've lost, but I have also gained in the sense that yes, most of those losses I have chosen to convert them to school fees, if you would say so, where I've used it as an opportunity to pay for my knowledge, to know what not to do and what to do, what to listen to and what not to listen to. When I heard about this opportunity, I was skeptical at first, like many of us here would be. However, I listened and I probed, I researched, I investigated, and my findings came back with a lot of positive feedback. So I joined and I have not looked back till date. And I hope you understand that we are not here to force anyone, but we're just here to educate. Everything you're going to hear here is to educate. Now, many people wonder whether one can make money through crypto or in the crypto space. And my answer is a big, fat yes. So the crypto market or the blockchain is just like every other business out there. Many people don't understand it. They just, how people will talk down on something they don't understand and call it bad, right? It's just like every other business out there where you buy and sell cement, where you buy and sell sand in truckloads or in trailer loads or in tipper loads. It's just like every other business there where you buy and sell tomato or books. You buy something, you buy a product, and then you sell for a higher price just to make a profit. And basically, that's what the crypto market is. Now, the chart in front of you is an example of a product. In this regard, it's a coin, Ethereum. Now, as at when this Ethereum was about $300 per unit or per piece of Ethereum, if you had gone into the market with about $5,000 at the time to buy Ethereum, you would have bought about 16.6 units or 16.6 pieces of Ethereum, if you had to put it that way. Now, imagine waiting till the price of Ethereum climbed up to $4,500. You would have made over $74,000 selling the same Ethereum you had bought for $5,000. Is that not beautiful? That is exactly what the crypto market is about. You buy low, you sell high. Now, imagine you hadn't even sold at $4,500 per unit of Ethereum, and you had sold at maybe $3,000 per unit of Ethereum. You would have still made massive money. And that is where we are now telling you, welcome to AURUM. in my language, in my own terms, in my own opinion, it is one of the safest ways to manage your digital assets. That is what AURUM Foundation is all about. Now, when you join AURUM Foundation, you're going to have access, or you are going to have a dashboard or a back office like this. Where you make money daily, you make your profits daily. How do you make your profits daily? Aurum trades the crypto market. They just simply buy low and they sell high for you. Simple, using AI. Using AI. Now, and if you use your natural mind, that natural mind that you had before you entered here, you will think that what we are about to show you is impossible or is a scam. But I will want you to remove your mind away from there. And in the first video we had showed you earlier about walking into a roadside booth and it diagnoses your symptoms and dispenses medication to you. That is the world we live in today, the world of AI. There was a reason why we played that video at first. And now AI has permeated every facet of our life. Every facet of our life. Something you don't even know, you just simply ask Google, or you ask ChatGPT, or you ask Grok. That is what AI is doing to us every day now. AI is part of our life till the end. And that is what AURUM Foundation is doing. Now, Trustpilot is a third-party credibility assessment site, and people go there to rate or review companies or sites or establishments, organizations that they have been involved in. And so far, AURUM Foundation has not gotten anything less than a 4.5 over 5% review. Now, according to Trustpilot, once you have about 3.5, 3.8, that is good review. That's a fantastic review. And for AURUM not to have had anything less than a 4.5% review from its investors, its customers, its clients, its staff, it's a massive, massive, massive plus for our organization, the AURUM Foundation. Now, let's watch this video.
AURUM NEO Bank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with AURUM NEO Bank. AURUM NEO.
So AURUM, what is AURUM Foundation? AURUM, the word AURUM itself, it means gold. It's another word for gold. Now, if you go online to search, you're going to see a lot of other AURUMs out there, but the AURUM we're bringing to you is AURUM Foundation, which is a golden opportunity to make you money using AI. So AURUM Foundation is a decentralized fintech company, dedicated to development and innovation of crypto products. So in AURUM Foundation, we don't just earn, we empower you, right? We don't only help you make profits, we also empower you. We increase your assets as much as we increase your profits. That is simply who AURUM Foundation is. Next slide, sir. Now, AURUM is AI finance. This is a term you're going to be hearing more and more often in the few coming years ahead. So what does AI finance mean? This is AURUM's business model in a nutshell, just a graphical representation of AURUM's business model. So basically, what do? We help you hodl your cryptocurrency. Now, what do you mean by hodl? Basically, holding, HOLD, but it's in the crypto lingo, it's HODL, hodl. So what do? We hold it for you. And then when it is time to sell at a better price, you can now sell. Now, you can tell me that you can do that in your exchanges, in your Bybit, in your Binance, you hold on to your assets, and then when it is time to sell, you want to sell, you sell. But why AURUM? Why would AURUM rather hold it? Why would we advise that AURUM holds it better for you? Is because it doesn't only hold your assets for you, it also grows the assets. In the event that you feed it, you have Bitcoin, you want to hold some BTC. Let's say you have 100 units of BTC you want to hold. It doesn't only grow your hold your BTC, it grows it. By the time you're ready to sell, or maybe the prices have improved and you want to sell, you may not have only 100 units anymore. You might actually have 130, 150. So you will have more, BTC. And then also AURUM AI Finance has also conquered the art of spending your crypto with ease, in that once you have some cryptocurrency and you want to spend, you don't have to start looking for AI, intermediaries or middlemen or people to sell, brokers to sell, and then get money from, and then they pay to your banker before you can spend. Now there is a crypto and fiat merge where you own crypto and you can simply spend that crypto in your fiat world, irrespective of what country you are in, and all this is done through algorithmic trading, and by the use of AI agents. And if you have been in the news lately, in the past 2 weeks, there has been so much fuss about AI agents taking over. And AURUM has gone ahead, 3 years ahead of it, to start using AI agents. Now, this is another graphical representation of the AURUM business model, where you have the AURUM cards, the AURUM Visa cards. I mean, everybody knows Visa. The major card companies in the world are the Visa, the MasterCard, and the Verb. Now, Visa is more global, and it has stamped its reputation with AURUM. Now you have your Visa cards. You can withdraw with your Visa cards, irrespective of your country, in your local currency, as long as there is Visa there. You have AURUM, access to the AURUM ecosystem. You use the AI bots. You have access to the AURUM Neo Bank and AURUM Exchange. That's basically what the AURUM Foundation is giving you. And if you ask me, the access fee is so cheap, it is mind-blowing. You won't even spend up to $20 accessing one-time access to all parts, all nooks and crannies of the AURUM Foundation. All it will cost you just $19.99. And then who is the person behind AURUM Foundation? He is none other than the blockchain celebrity, than the blockchain guru, Brian Benson. Now, who is Brian Benson, if you ask me? Brian Benson is a human being like me and you. 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 2 hands, 2 ears. He was formerly the director of Binance for the Latin American market for decades. And he grew that market, and it positively and massively exploded under him. And then prior to that, he was in Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley is one of the top financial institutions in the US. Now, if you Google online who is Brian Benson, you're going to see his image. There may be other Brian Bensons out there, or a combinations of the names of Brian and Benson. But if you Google or search for Brian Benson Binance, because that's where he had been longest before coming to AURUM, you will see his face. You will see him as a young man. You will see his older picture. You will see his younger picture where he had a head full of hair. You will see him. He's a real human being. He's a real human being. And he has a track record of success everywhere he has been. Because of the value he had to offer, Binance took him from Morgan Stanley, and then he was in Binance for years. And Forbes has been following his progress ever since, and the value he's been offering the financial market as well as the blockchain. He has over 27 years in the blockchain and in the finance industry. Okay. And then he's also a member of the Ford's Finance Council. Now, the Ford's Finance Council is a council, is a members, is an invite-only membership. And for them to have seen his track record all this while and giving him a personal invitation to be part of their council, there's something about this man that makes him tick. So it's because of the pedigree and his reputation and his track record that we are confident in saying whatever we are saying about AURUM Foundation. Now, at the Token 2049 event in Singapore last year, Brian Benson was a keynote speaker, and his speech was about how can AI make you richer. Now, this Token 2049 event is an event where the movers and shakers of the blockchain industry gather to rub minds on the way forward. And he is somebody that everybody respects and listens to. And he came to explain to them how AI can make you richer, and the access or the ticket to this event is nothing less than $1,000. And people were there to listen to him. Now, if I'm to ask the same question to us today, it's not about how AI can make us richer, but how can it even make you rich to start with before we start talking about richer? And then AURUM is globally recognized as an institutional grade trading and financial infrastructure provider. And all these establishments and organizations listed here are involved with AURUM at different levels of different products that AURUM has to offer. We have the Forbes, we have Binance, we have Benzinga, we have the fintech mode. We are all involved with AURUM. If these people don't see what AURUM is all about and have checked its track record, they wouldn't be stamping their reputation along with what AURUM is and has to offer. And I tell you that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, wallahi, you will work till you die. And it is not good. People who will suffer are your loved ones. People who will suffer for it are your loved ones. In as much as we are hustling out there trying to make ends meet, we should also make provisions for allowing our money work for us to even enjoy some of the fruit of our labor before we move on and have a legacy to reserve for our children and our loved ones when we eventually pass on. So if you ask me about the profitability involved or the risks involved, there is nothing in this life that does not involve risks. Okay. And especially when it has to do with money, there's nothing that doesn't involve risks. However, when it comes to AURUM Foundation, the risks are there. However, they are minimized, and whatever risk involved in AURUM is way, way, way less than the risk involved in you getting on an airplane and flying to another country or flying to another state safe. I mean, we've heard incidents of people flying from Abuja to Lagos, Nigeria, and have suffered an air crash. People flying from Nigeria to London or London to Japan and have died in air crashes. Some of them, the planes have not even been found till today, talk less of the corpses. So AURUM was launched in 2023. So they've been trading for this is the third year and running. Okay. And with the launch of the first bot, which was the EX AI bot. Now, when AURUM launched, they were not trading for regular people like me and you. They were trading for the big boys, the captains and the doyens of the movers and shakers. They were trading for institutions. Okay. That is what the EX AI bot was deployed to do. Now, everybody who joins AURUM today, their first interaction will be with the EX AI bot. What does EX AI bot? It is a fully automated, hands-free trading bot that, of course, buys low and sells high, via sports trading. So it's just 5 minutes in the market. It has bought, it has sold, it has come out across different exchanges, making money for you, making profits for you daily. That's basically what the EX AI bot is all about. It is fully automated to trade the crypto markets for you and make you profits every day. Now, this is the annual performance summary for the EX AI bot for 2025. We're going to see results of other years, but 2025 is just the immediate past. And it made a total result of 209.13% in the entire year. Now, can your bank make that for you? I love my bank. My money is in my bank, but my bank has never made me this kind of profit. Now, the average monthly performance for the EXAI bot is 17.43% monthly. Now, can your bank make that for you? Even if your bank makes that kind of money, they will not give you that kind of profits every month. No, they won't. Now I had mentioned earlier about the breakdown. Now, this is the breakdown of how the EXAI bot performed in 2025 from January up to December. And note, we're already in the bear market, and this is how it had performed in the course of all the irregularities and uncertainties of last year's trading, blockchain trading experience. Okay, in May, they had about 17.49% delivered to us. In March, it had 17.93 delivered to us. In August, it was 18.32 delivered to us. And in September, it was 18.06 delivered to us. And by December, it was 17.22 delivered to us. Now, because this is real-time trading, everyday real-time trading, the results are never the same. The results for today is different from the result of yesterday. So any platform that tells you they will make you this particular amount every day is a scam. They are looking to steal your money. I'm sorry to say that. Now, AURUM is not telling you that they don't make profits or they don't make losses, but they make profits every day. And if you see from the market reactions, every day is not the same. Now, this is just a summary of the months, month by month, and you can see how different each month perform. Talk less of daily. Now, when you join AURUM, there's going to be like a profit distribution, especially for the EXAI bot, where the more you invest, the better your returns. Yes, that's it. The more you invest, the better your returns. Now, if you are very liquid and you start out with about $50,000, you're going to be making about 16.62% monthly, not daily, monthly of your money. 16.62% of your money. There, the company takes only 5% of whatever profit it has made out of the average of 17.43 and give you the remaining 95%. Now, if you don't have that much, but you're able to start with something like $10,000, no, you'll be going home with about 14.87%. So here the company takes 15% and gives you 85% of whatever monies they have made that month. Of course, these monies are broken down daily as you are getting your returns every day. And at the end of the month, when you sum up how much you have made from your money, you will see that you have made about 14.8% of your money. Now, let's say you are just starting out, you don't have so much, and you decide to enter the market with about maybe $250, $500, $700. You're going to be going home at the end of every month with about 11.37% of your money, thereby taking 65% of whatever profits have been made for you that month, while the company keeps 35% for itself. Is that not beautiful? Is that not beautiful? Now, if you decide to start with the lowest, package, and you start with $100, maybe $150, maybe $190, $170, $200, you are going to be making about 10.49% every month. So the company takes 40% of the 17.43% monthly, average monthly, and gives you 60% of that 17.43 average monthly. Is that not beautiful? Even in all the your bank does for you, they can never give you 10% monthly. It's not possible. I don't think it's possible. Now, this is like an overview of the different entry points and how much percentage you'll be taking home every month once you are using the AURUM EXAI bot. So another thing that we can do is you can come in and you can compound. If you compound, we're going to talk about the compounding later. Now, is 10 to 17% too high a possibility in crypto? Remember when I said initially that if you look at it with your natural mundane eyes, you will feel that this thing is too good to be true. But how does the company make this money? They simply buy low and sell high. They simply buy low and sell high. They come in at the green point, the red point, they buy. Once the candles turn green, they sell. They go back again, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. In less than 5 minutes, they're in and out of the market, buying and selling, doing this several times in the course of one day. And at the end of the day, they mop up the profits, give you your percentage, and keep their own. Simple. So yes, it is very, very feasible. Can AURUM even make up to 50 to 100% profits daily? Yes, they can, but they have chosen not to for the safety of your funds. They rather go in with short trades, make little profits, come out, make it over and over again, and then give you your money at the end of the day. And at the end of the month, when you sum it all up, you see that you have hit within that percentage threshold that you have been told that you'll be given. Now, this is an account where I had mentioned that we're going to talk about the compounding. Now, this account started with about $10,000. And then this person decides not to withdraw, but to compound. Now, compounding has been said to be one of these, the eighth wonder of the world. Now, in 5 weeks from starting, he started on the 10th of April with $10,000, and 5 weeks after, 16th of May, he had made 23% of his money. Now, if he was not compounding at the end of these 4 weeks or his first month in AURUM, he would have had 14.8%, because it was $10,000 capital. You'd have had 14.8%. But because he's compounding, he made 23% of his money in the first 5 weeks. And 4 months down the line, Coach, if you can go back to that slide, please. 4 months down the line, he had doubled his money. Okay, he had doubled his money. Now, this breakdown was done in Naira. We haven't done it for other countries' currencies, but if you're from another country or you are living in another country, you can also break this thing down in your local currency. Now, imagine you start with $200 and you are not compounding, you choose to withdraw monthly. You'll be making about $20.8 monthly, which is about approximately $30,000 to $31,000 Naira every month. And if you were not compounding and you were to be withdrawing this every month, it would take you about 9 months and a fraction to make back your entire $200 that you started with and be risk-free. Now, let's say you were more liquid and you started with about $1,000, you'll be making 12.2% monthly, and that's approximately $180,000 to $183,000 naira, monthly. You know, if you started with about $100,000, you'll be making 16.6%, and that's $16,600 monthly. Now in naira, that's about 24 million naira every month. Why? Because you are not compounding, you are just withdrawing your monies every month, and it will take you about 6 months to be fully risk-free, to have recovered your initial $100,000 that you started the business with. Next slide, please, sir. Now, when we talk about compounding, how can you make $355,000 every year? Not in a day or not in a month. It's not a money doubling scheme. Every year, with just starting out with only $1,000, it is very possible. Now, it looks mind-blowing. It looks like we are saying something that is out of this world, but it is not. It can actually be achieved by compounding. Now, if you compounded your $1,000 for 3 years, at the end of the day, you are going to have a total deposit of $178,098. Then now, when you start out with this new capital, you will be making $355,000 every year. At the end of that year, you would have made $355 with this new capital of $178,000. That is the way you can make sure you compound your $1,000 for 3 years. 3 years. That's the only way you can make this new capital and then be able to have this new results to be withdrawn every year. Now, the key features of another bot that we use in AURUM, we have talked about the EX AI bot. Now, another bot to talk about here is the Zeus bot. Now, one of its key features is that it is very, very user-friendly, and then there's massive, strong security. And then this bot holds your cryptocurrency and then multiplies it. It trades and multiplies it. So if you feed it with Ethereum, it gives you back more Ethereum. If you feed it with Pepe, it gives you back more Pepe. Now, this bot trades 6 coins. There are only 6 very stable yet volatile coins. Very, very stable coins. We have the BTC, which is a Bitcoin. We have the Ethereum. We have Solana now. We have the BNB, we have Pepe, and we have the Doge. Those are the 6 coins they trade. It doesn't trade any shit coin, and there is no floating loss whatsoever with AURUM. Any of the bots you are trading with, there is no floating loss whatsoever. Now, for the AURUM Zeus bot, it was launched in the fourth quarter of 2024. That's October, November, December of 2024. And so far, it has made a profit. Its performance since launch, it has made a profit of 83.62% for BTC. So people that have BTC in the system, their BTC has grown by 83.6%. People that have Ethereum in AURUM Zeus bot, holding their holding their Ethereum for them in the Zeus bot, they have over 100% of their Ethereum made for them. Now, when we come to the BNB and Pepe, in fact, for Pepe, it has given almost 150% of your Pepe back to you. For you to keep so it holds it for you, then it grows it as it is holding it for you. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Yes, you can keep your money, you can keep your assets in your exchanges, but does your exchange grow it for you? No, it doesn't. But the AURUM Zeus bot does that. Now, when we talk about the AURUM card, now its key advantage is that it is supported by both your Google Play and your Apple Play Store. You know, that you have instant access to phones. You simply just slot in your card into an ATM machine and it will give you the local currency of that country, as long as there is Visa. And people have used it in Dubai, people have used it in Thailand. Team members or real life people, team members, people have used it in Ghana, people have used it severally in Nigeria, use it to pay for fuel, pay for food, withdraw from the ATM. You know, so now you don't have to, and you're spending your USDT. Coming out in Naira, coming out in Cephas, coming out in Riyadhs, coming out in Dirhams. You know, it is fully integrated to the AURUM Neo Bank. Now, let's see this example of someone who went to withdraw from the ATM machine.
All right, Coach Namdi, good afternoon to you. Remember yesterday, I promised you I was going to take the AURUM debit card. You saw me yesterday with the family. I used the card on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we're going to take out some money with AURUM. Follow me. You have to remind me of the PIN number.
You have to move the camera a little bit for this one.
All right, let's go. Let's see this one in action. Should get some money out here. I'm probably going to take about $1,000. All right, I'm going to take $1,000 Here we go. I'm going to go with local currency. There we go. I can hear the machine. I can hear it giving me that freedom. Right, what's the card? What's the card? Take it slowly. AURUM. And here's the money. Yalla. All right. There we go. So 2 days in a row, 2 separate days. 5th of December, we used it to pay for a family dinner. Clicking it on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we used it to take out money from the ATM. This is freedom. Take it.
This is indeed freedom. This is indeed freedom. Now, this slide here is talking about withdrawals. Is it easy to withdraw? Yes. And once you withdraw, your money drops same day into wherever you're withdrawing into, your card, your exchange. However, there is a charge. Just like if you're withdrawing from your regular bank, there are charges. To those transaction charges are being charged, right? Now, AURUM charges only 1%, just 1% of the amount you are withdrawing. Only 1% of the amount. I know many other platforms where they charge about 10%, 8%, 15% of however much you are withdrawing. But AURUM charges only 1% because they know that your money is supposed to be your money. Enjoy your money. However, there's another $1 charge, which is the blockchain fee. So whatever amount you are withdrawing, just 1% of it, and then $1. That's all. And then your whole money is your money. Now, this person was... Okay, so we move on to AURUM's key achievements in 2023 to 2025. So far, AURUM active partners are over 50,000 members. We're not even up to 100,000 members yet. So this is a very juicy and fresh opportunity for everyone to take advantage of. And then assets under management are over $90 million. Of course, the AI-driven arbitrage results is over $15 million. You know, we have leaders attending to official AURUM events, 1,350 plus. We have over 500 Zoom meetings held, including this one. You know, by the time they are giving summary for the year, this is going to be added as part of the Zoom meetings that have been held. And we've had several global events in Dubai, Vietnam, Thailand, and so many other places. So these are the key achievements between 2023 and 2025. Next slide, please. Okay, so the US entry market. Everybody knows that US is one of the largest, in fact, is the largest and the most influential financial and fintech markets globally. Now, for AURUM would ensure that they have buy-in, that what they are selling, that what they are giving to you, the service that they are rendering to you has good marketability, has good buy-in, and is giving value to people. And then when they see that it has good value, then they can go ahead and start making the requirements, meeting the requirements for that market. And AURUM already has started meeting all the requirements and statutory regulations for the US market. Now, when companies like this come, they don't just start with requirements, statutory and regulatory requirements first. No, they come out to be sure that people understand and people value what they are here to offer you before they go and start doing those regulations. For example, Binance ensured that its services were needed and were being used and valued globally before they now started going to meet requirements of different countries. You know, so that's basically what AURUM is doing. AURUM is meeting all the requirements of the US market, all the US entry market requirements and regulations before they can start going into every other country. So they're not going to come to your country first and start trying to meet regulations. Why? Because why we're saying this is because we've had rumors and seen documents flying around that SEC is saying that, AURUM is illegal because it has not met the requirements requirements of SEC. It will not come to Nigeria and come and start meeting SEC requirements first. It has to know that its services and products are valued first, and they are seeing results of it being used before they come and start meeting those requirements. And that goes for many other countries, not just Nigeria. Okay, next slide. Okay, so let's watch this video.
So we're just having a lunch break right now.
Please.
Me and some leaders. And interestingly, we have Abdul here with us. Now, Abdul is one of the first Nigerians that invested in AURUM, and he has some interesting things to share with us. Abdul, can you tell us why you were interested in AURUM?
Obviously, the card really motivated me, and I know that there is no scam since this card is connected to the bank. So, on my expenses now, because I always travel, so the ticket, the hotel, the shopping we did with my card. This is what motivated me to invest heavily on this program.
Awesome, awesome. So now tell me about it. How much did you start with? Yes, how much did you start with?
What do you have?
How much did you start with?
Obviously, I started with less than $1,000.
Okay.
But now, in Naira, I have more than 4 billion inside.
Did you hear that? Abdul says he has
naira.
more than 4 billion naira inside this business.
With a B.
With a B.
Yeah,
with a
big
B.
B, big B.
A big B.
Yeah.
Big
Now
B.
that shows confidence in the business.
Wow, that's,
okay, so you were
that's
talking about
amazing.
Zeus
So
as
my
well.
Nigerian people, you need to wake up. This is a real opportunity for us to accumulate, to invest heavily, and to trust the process. There is nothing hidden on this program.
Awesome.
I started in April. I never thought I would meet something in this crypto space like this company. I never thought in my wildest dream. But obviously it is happening. We have been to many seminars. We have been to Thailand, to Turkey. Now we are in Dubai. So you have to trust the process. So next one you will be there and see yourself.
So Abdul was talking about Zeus and was saying,
it's very
you
good
know,
also.
yeah.
Because I have seen our CEO
Yeah.
have just shown us that we made about 89%.
Yeah,
And we just started, I think, in the third quarter of this year.
exactly,
So
exactly.
it's a very good investment as well because the crypto is always increasing. We have a dream
Indeed.
that Bitcoin will reach 1 million one day.
Yeah.
Ethereum,
Yeah.
Doge, which one is the other one?
Pepe did quite a lot. The percentage Pepe did over 149. Yes, that's
So
huge.
later you can also invest in that one.
You were saying something about how much you were making from Zeus, you know,
Around $42,000 every month.
every month.
Every month.
Can you
And I
beat that
never
just
even
on
withdraw. I
Zeus?
didn't withdraw it.
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
Because
Can
I
you?
trust the
Just
process.
compounding.
I mean,
Always compounded.
Abdul is making over $42,000 on Zeus alone every month.
Every month.
No way. Abdul, can you please share? Please, Abdul, can you even just share? Like, how much do you make from X? That's EX.
Yeah,
Boss right now.
on average, every day I made on average $20,000.
Every day.
Every day.
No way.
And this is half of the account.
Abdul says this is. Go ahead, please tell me. Tell me, this is half of the account.
Yeah, it's for 3 days and half of the account of our account because some will withdraw, some will compound. So these are the withdrawal account.
You don't say.
You know, we made a withdrawal, but yet to be sent. I think for today. But this is for from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wow. Wow. He said if you compound in 4 months, you can make 120%. And he'll also catch that. That's a strong one then. Compounding is very important. Yeah.
And also look at the bonuses you will be getting.
Yeah.
That one is huge amount.
Yeah.
So true.
So you have some accounts for compounding and some accounts for cash flow.
Exactly.
So you have
This is what I know.
accounts for cash flow. Cash flow is important. Wow. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for sharing your story with us.
Abdul, this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Abdul.
All the sisters and brothers.
Yes, definitely. Niger to the world.
Niger to the world.
Thank you so much.
Niger to the world. Abdul, thank you so much. Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Okay, dear. Hi, everyone.
So this is Abdul. Abdul says accumulate, invest heavily, and trust the process. Do you think that this young man doesn't know what he's doing? Do you think that he just wants to waste his money? What do you think he saw that made him go all in from less than $1,000 that he used to start to over $2.5 million in the system? I think we should think about that. There's something that we are yet to fully discover about Aurum. Coach Nnamdi, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, NK. I have some people asking that you turn on your camera for them to see your face. I don't know if it's what you want to do. It's your personal decision anyway. All right. So by the way, thank you very much for the amazing session. Thank you so much. The delectable NK giving that awesome, amazing presentation. I mean, that was a beautiful one. And anybody who listened carefully to you over the last couple of minutes, all right, over the last couple of minutes, 45 minutes, thereabout, is going to be clear on how to change their financial story and how to take responsibility for their future. Ladies and gentlemen, when you wake up in the morning, you have two options. Option one, keep dreaming about your dreams. You can keep dreaming about your dreams. That's option one. Option two, you can wake up and bring those dreams to reality. And it's all about taking action. I would suggest you go with option two. I'll go with option two because option two will change your results. And I know, I get it. You've lost money in the past. You're probably remembering the last system where you lost money and you've lost trust about systems. You know what? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Every loss was just an education on your path to discovering how to get it right. So go back and consider the CEO. The platform you lost your funds, did they have a CEO like Brian Benson, a former trader for Morgan Stanley? He traded futures for Morgan Stanley. Did you have a CEO who had been a director for Latin America for the #1 blockchain exchange, Binance? When Binance was just getting started for 3 years, he piloted Binance activities in Latin America when BTC was still cheap. Make no mistake, he is a celebrity on the blockchain. And we're telling you to take a bold step into Aurum one more time. Your past loss was meant to keep you down. Your past loss was meant to keep you in poverty. You have to outwit the devil by trying one more time and experience the breakthrough possible in Aurum Foundation. One more time. Remember, the last platform you experienced all those losses, were they connected to Visa card where you could spend your money in any continent of the world, Europe, Africa? Did you have that? So please, think beyond your past losses. Your future has to be greater than your past. Your future has to be greater than your past. So when you want to take a decision about Aurum, focus on where you want to go to. Focus on your future. Don't focus on your past. Now, I have a couple of persons who will say, my money is not in my control. I send it to Aurum Foundation. That's risky. Listen, every AI requires that you send them your data, real AI. If you're going to analyze a video, you send that video to AI. If you're going to analyze a book, a PDF, you must send that data to AI. If you're going to allow Aurum's AI trade on your behalf, you have to send your capital to them. But we have pedigree in those running these operations. We have videos showing proof of the trades. They're showing you 6 months result. 6 months result. Ask for those videos. Have you ever seen a platform that generated 6 months result live on KuCoin and OKX and showed you? Have you ever? Right? So Aurum is the game changer. If you say your money is not in your control and so you're not going to give your money to anyone, hey, is your life in your control? Control is an illusion. Take action, change your financial story, and get on Aurum. Now, all the money that you can make in Aurum, what Abdul was saying is pure trading. Pure trading. All right. So I want to ask a question here. If you enjoyed NK's presentation, if you were excited about her presentation, drop 1 in the chat box. That's like a thank you to NK for making the sacrifice and presenting. If you enjoyed her presentation, type 1 in the chat box. Let's see the ones. The ones are coming. The ones are coming. The ones are coming. Awesome. Multiple ones coming. Ones everywhere. People excited. People are excited about this presentation. People are really, really excited about this presentation. NK, you have the award for Best Presenter of the Year. It goes to the delectable NK. Thank you very much. All right, so at this moment, I'm going into another part of the presentation. I'm just going to ask you for another 7 minutes or 10 minutes of your time. I want to take you on a part of this presentation where you are going to understand that you can run a business with AURUM. You don't have to talk to anybody. You can just trade and make a lot of money, 10 to 17%, depending on your capital. But if you want to make more money by sharing this amazing opportunity, oh my God, the ones are still coming. Wonderful presentation. Thank you very much. If you want to run a business out of AURUM, that means you're trading. That's fine, you're trading. But you want to become a salesperson for AURUM. If you want to do that, this part of the presentation is for you, all right? It will change your life. If you decide, hey, I want to be a salesperson for AURUM, I want to share AURUM 30 minutes a day with my friends, because 30 minutes a day is all you need. You can even do it in 15 minutes. That means you have your secular job, you're done with your secular job, you're back home by 7 p.m. or 7:30, and you tell yourself from 8 to 8:30, you're going to promote AURUM. You're going to talk to 2 people about AURUM. That's what it is. 2 people a day for a year. And once you can do that, irrespective of what they tell you, that's how you are a business partner with AURUM. So let me just run through the slides and tell you what it takes. There's something special. Listen to Brian Benson. There's something AURUM will do for 1,000 persons.
If you had to describe AURUM's long-term mission in one simple sentence, what would it be?
Well, this is an easy one because this is something that we're really focused on, and one of the reasons that I'm happy to be the CEO here, but we're focused on creating 1,000 millionaires. And so we want to create, $1 billion company, and the easiest math I can think of is 1,000 million is a billion, right? So if we have 1,000 millionaires that have earned that through our platform, I feel like that's going to be a job well done. So yeah, we want to create 1,000 millionaires.
All right, so those who decide to build a business with AURUM are going to be, there to stand a chance of becoming one of the 1,000 millionaires. So you're going to be earning direct sales. You're going to be earning team sales, right? That is, if you bring in people to AURUM directly, you're going to earn commissions up to 18.5%. If your team that you brought in, sells AURUM to their friends and bring their friends in, you're also going to earn commissions. But there's much more available. If your team that you brought in directly makes profits every day, as they make profit every day, a percentage of their profits will come to you. In other words, bringing them in is not the end of your bonuses. As they make profits every single day, 7 days a week, you also make profits. As the team expands and grows larger and larger, you're going to earn profits across every generation to infinity. And you keep making those profits every single day because they are getting results every single day. That is direct profit share and team profit share. Now, there's also extra bonus when you hit a rank. And of course, the shareholder bonuses. A quick one, when you get started, you are a Nova. Nova means new, and I say Nova means you're a novice to AURUM money. Most persons give up because we tell them, hey, you make 3% of every deposit that joins you directly. They say 3%, that's poor. The other platform I did used to pay me 10%. Hey, that platform was a Ponzi scheme. So the capital goes to trading. However, AURUM pays stipends on behalf of whoever joins you as a marketing bonus to you. But the capital goes into trading. All right. Now, if you look at that 3% you make from every deposit, you will say, oh, that's too small. There's no money in AURUM. I want my money. Now, some have jumped and gone to businesses that collapsed, and then they realize, oh, I should have stuck with AURUM. What do you want to do? If you want to make more percentage, then build a community and hit the next rank, Voyager. It's Voyager that I tell people, Voyager is open sesame. It simply means you've built a team of people trading with $7,500. Keep your eyes focused on this column. This is the trading capital in your structure. Your personal trading capital does not count for hitting a rank. It is the capital of those in your structure. So if your team trades with $7,500, you become a Voyager. Guess what? This is not a number of persons business. This is a volume-based business. So one person who comes in with $7,500 gets you to Voyager. One person who trades with $7,500 gets you to Voyager. That's why we tell people, while you look for the ordinary persons who cannot just afford 120, locate people who can do more capital. Now, guess what? Once you hit Voyager, two things happen. First, you get $100 bonus. Thank you from AURUM Foundation for building a team of 7,500. Note this. You build a team of 7,500 and they just paid you $100. That $100 will not collapse AURUM. This is a sustainable business model. Now, something beautiful also happens. As a Voyager, you unlock team profit. Team profit, that means before Voyager, you don't earn percentages from your entire team anytime they make money per day. But become a Voyager, you earn every day. As long as the team makes profits, you make profits also. And those profits start coming in the evening after trade results have been declared. Amazing. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that amazing? Imagine yourself, do the work once, build a community, and then every day they make money, you make money. Work hard once and get results for life. That's what we have here with AURUM. And you make 5% of whatever trade results they make. Now, guess what? As your community begins to build, your work as a Voyager now is to help them become Voyagers. So you don't just become a Voyager and say, I'm a Voyager, go to sleep. You look at your structure and say, hey, who wants to be Voyager? I can show you what I did to get to Voyager. And you help 2 to 3 of them, 3 good legs, and you coach them, work with them, help them to become a Voyager. Once 2 of them become a Voyager, and you have a team trading with $25,000, you become what we call a Vanguard. Guess what? As a Vanguard, you no longer get 3% or 5% whenever anybody deposits with your link. You start getting 7%. You start getting 7% because you build a team of $25,000. AURUM is sustainable. And once you hit Vanguard, they give you $500. Guess what? They're not overpaying you. You have built a team of $25,000 across all generations. And they say, thank you, we're giving you $500. This $500 is not going to collapse AURUM. So they're paying out little money. It's a sustainable business model. But guess what? You get 7.5%. From team trading results every day, you start getting a bigger portion. Now, the next step is Vanguard Pro. Your team needs to trade with $62,500. You get a $1,000 bonus. Take note, you get a $1,000 bonus, but you build a team of $62,000. Hey, come on. That's not going to collapse AURUM. We have a sustainable business model. Then you get to Nexus. Your team is trading with $125,000, and you get a $2,000 bonus. You get to Oracle. The team is trading with $250,000. You get a $5,000 bonus. When people see that $5,000 bonus, they get so excited. Wow, AURUM is paying so much money. Guess what? You built a team of $250,000. They paid you just a tiny part. Sales bonus, $5,000. A very sustainable business model. You can see that you get 15% from the trade results of your entire team. That means the money the bot has made for your team, the bot gives some of that money to the traders, and part of it is earmarked to you as sales commission, 15%. That is why Oracle members make huge money every single day. And as Oracle, you start making 0.515% of the shareholder bonus. The shareholder bonus is shared every 3 months, and you get to get that money. Amazing, mouth-watering. Now, as Prime, you've built a team of $625,000, and you get a $10,000 bonus. Do you see that? You brought in $625,000, not just you, your entire team, and they give you a $10,000 bonus gift. Amazing. When you hit Nexus, your financial status changes. When you hit Oracle, you start breathing well financially. When you hit Prime, you've destroyed poverty. You've destroyed poverty. But guess what? When you hit Elite, you're no longer thinking in terms of poverty. You're now looking at wealth face to face from a distance. You see, wealth, please come closer to me. And when you hit Magnate, wealth has come closer to you. When you hit Mythos, wealth has come very close to you. You're feeling the vibration of wealth. When you hit Legend, you're having a handshake with wealth. Wealth giving you a handshake and say, welcome, my friend, you made it. When you hit Dominion, wealth gives you a hug. When you hit Dominion, wealth gives you a hug. When you hit Archon, wealth squeezes you, says, yes, You and me, we are the same. When you hit Pantheon, well, just, lifts you up your feet and says, let's fly together. When you hit Alpha, well, puts you on his back, and forever you keep flying. These are the ranks. From elite upwards, it's all about wealth. To get to prime, you're destroying poverty. There is a career. It's up to you. Do you want to keep thinking about your dreams and dreaming about your dreams? Or do you want to get to work and make your dreams a reality? The choice is yours. Become a salesperson for AURUM Foundation. Become somebody who spends 30 minutes every day telling 2 people about AURUM, and that's all it takes on the journey to changing your finances. People have made amazing results. Look at these results. In just 5-6 months, people have transformed their results. I know you've listened to this presentation. You love what you heard from NK. You're super excited. You love every single bit, but your brain might keep asking you funny questions, making you feel scared. If you do AURUM, I might die. If I do AURUM, I might collapse. If I do AURUM, I'm finished. Listen to this video.
I know your problem. You got a Bruno in your head.
A Bruno?
Yeah. I get one too sometimes. Alberto, you can't. Alberto, you're gonna die. Alberto, don't put that in your mouth. Luca, it's simple. Don't listen to stupid Bruno.
Why is his name Bruno?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Call him whatever you want. Shut him up. Say, Silenzio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Louder. Silenzio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you.
So that's it. You have to silence Bruno in your head. You have to be willing to take that risk one more time. And like Brian Benson, our CEO, said, without great risk, there is no great reward. Getting on AURUM, you're taking a risk. Yes, we know. Building AURUM, you're also taking a risk. Yes, we know. But without this risk, what is the other option? Living a medical life? Living a life where you're struggling to pay your kids' school fees? A life where you take your kids out of good schools and put them in poor schools because you can't meet up with the fees. A life where you're trying to think of how to pay your kids' university education and you think you can't do that. A life where you tell yourself, hey, your spouse asks you for free money. You say, no money. Let's cut down costs. Let's live with a budget. You can't. I mean, what will you do if your spouse just tells you, hey, honey, I think I need some extra cash? What do? Do you first complain, or do you just say, hey, no problem, send, which account do you want it sent to? All right. So AURUM can change your financial destiny. AURUM can rewrite your DNA. AURUM can change your family status forever. This is real. This is real. It's happening right now. Go do your own due diligence and get back to whoever invited you to this presentation. And thank you very much. I'm super excited. Remember this, as we end this meeting, AURUM is a miracle mat. You step on it and say, take me to $1 million, Brian Benson, and AURUM will deliver.